Robert F. Kennedy Jr., a name synonymous with a proud Democratic lineage, recently endorsed Donald Trump for president. People are scratching their heads. Some think Kennedy is trying to throw a wrench into the Democratic machine. Others believe he genuinely vibes with Trump's political stance. Either way, this is a plot twist no one saw coming. Kennedy and Trump are no strangers to controversy. Both have a history of flirting with misinformation. This shared penchant seems to be what's fueling their new bromance. Their unexpected alliance is shaking up the political scene and making headlines everywhere. The reaction has been mixed, to say the least. Democrats are fuming, while some Republicans are cautiously optimistic. Most people see this as a desperate move for attention. It's a political soap opera, and the nation is watching with bated breath. This alliance is yet another sign of how fringe ideologies are gaining ground in American politics. The entire scenario feels like a crossover episode of two reality TV shows. Will this partnership stand the test of time? Or is it just a fleeting moment in the circus that is American politics? Only time will tell. Kennedy's endorsement has not gone down well with his family. The Kennedys have been Democratic royalty for decades. Now, they are watching in horror as one of their own jump ship to support Trump. The disapproval is loud and public, adding fuel to an already blazing fire. This move is a stark departure from the legacy of Robert F. Kennedy Sr., a man who championed social justice and scientific advancement. RFK Jr.'s actions are a slap in the face to everything his father stood for. The family's disappointment is palpable and speaks volumes about how far he has strayed from their core values. For the Kennedys, this isn't just political, it's deeply personal. They've been the torchbearers of democratic ideals for generations. Seeing one of their own endorse Trump is a bitter pill to swallow. The family drama adds another layer to this already complex political saga. The fallout from this endorsement could have long-lasting effects on Kennedy's political career. Will he be able to recover from this familial and political rift? Or is this the final nail in the coffin of his public image? The Democrats are having a field day with this. They're using Kennedy's endorsement to paint both him and Trump as out of touch with the average American. Kennedy's history of eccentric behavior makes him an easy target. By associating Trump with Kennedy, Democrats aim to make Trump look even more bizarre. This strategy is all about optics. The Democrats want voters to see Trump as an outlier, someone who doesn't fit the mold of a typical leader. By linking him to Kennedy, they're doubling down on this narrative. It's a clever move that could resonate with voters who are already skeptical of Trump's antics. The Democratic National Committee has rolled out a series of ads highlighting Kennedy's controversial statements. The goal is to make Trump's association with him a liability. It's a textbook example of using humor and ridicule to discredit an opponent. This tactic is risky, but could pay off. By making Trump look weird by association, the Democrats hope to push undecided voters away from him. Will it work? That's the million-dollar question. Section 4. A campaign fueled by misinformation. Kennedy and Trump have built their platforms on a foundation of skepticism and conspiracy theories. They question established science and media, which resonates with a segment of the population that feels ignored. Their alliance amplifies these messages, potentially swaying undecided voters. Misinformation is a double-edged sword. It can attract followers, but also spread dangerous falsehoods. This alliance normalizes the spread of misinformation, further eroding public trust in credible sources. It's a troubling trend with long-term implications for democracy. Critics argue that this partnership is a disaster waiting to happen. By promoting false information, they undermine informed decision-making. The impact of this could be devastating for public discourse and democratic processes. The alliance between Kennedy and Trump is a clear example of how misinformation is weaponized in politics. How this will play out in the long run remains to be seen. One thing is certain, the landscape of American politics is changing, and not necessarily for the better. Section 5. The uncertain impact. Kennedy's endorsement has certainly grabbed headlines, but its actual impact on the election is still up in the air. Some analysts believe it could energize Trump's base, drawing in voters who admire anti-establishment figures. Others think it might backfire, driving moderate voters away. The true impact of this endorsement will depend on several factors. Can the Democrats effectively capitalize on it? Will voters see it as a sign of Trump's increasing fringe appeal, or will it simply be another blip in an already chaotic election cycle? The 2024 election is shaping up to be a battle of stark contrasts. Each side will need to mobilize its base and persuade undecided voters. Kennedy's endorsement could tip the scales, but in which direction is anyone's guess. The political landscape is more polarized than ever. This endorsement adds another layer of complexity to an already unpredictable election. Will it be a game changer or just another twist in the plot? We'll find out soon enough. Section 6. The 2024 election and beyond. As the 2024 election approaches, all eyes are on how this endorsement will play out. Both parties are strategizing, trying to turn this unexpected twist to their advantage. The stakes are high, and every move counts. For the Democrats, the goal is to make Trump look as bizarre and unfit as possible. They're using Kennedy's controversial history to do just that. For the Republicans, the challenge is to show that this endorsement is a sign of broadening appeal, not a descent into fringe politics. The impact of Kennedy's endorsement will be felt long after the 2024 election. It's a sign of the times, a reflection of how political alliances are shifting in unprecedented ways. The traditional lines between parties are blurring, and the future is uncertain. Whatever happens, one thing is clear. American politics will never be the same. This endorsement is just one chapter in a much larger story, one that will continue to unfold in the months and years to come. Buckle up, folks. It's going to be a wild ride.